Thanksgiving is important to me and my family because I have a family that kind of lives all over the place and also a little bit of a blended family. So my entire in-laws, they're all from India, so they also don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but we have pulled them into our tradition of Thanksgiving. And then the rest of my family lives in all different parts of the United States, like up in Maine, I have family who lives in the Midwest. So it's basically the one time a year where everyone can come together. People fly in from India to America to come to our Thanksgiving. So it's like the one time where we get to have a large get together if that's not for like a wedding or a major life event. So it's become like this special family community time that we have once per year.
For us, before we actually start eating, when we sit at the table, each one of us start thinking in a clockwise manner, what are you thankful for? What happened during this year and what are you thankful for before you even start breaking bread? So each one of us around the table, sometimes we can be 15, 20, by the end of 20, let's say, come on, speed it up, we need to eat. So these are a few things we have to worry about. But again, at least this part just grounds things for a lot of what we do. So instead of, remember the rush that we go through on a yearly basis, so this is time for us just to sit back, relax, and a little bit reflect on what happened throughout this year itself. And that moment itself really switches the mindset. I don't know what happens. Is it us? Is it this is normal? Is it literally after we go through that round, you feel everything just settled in, things become calmer. Because again, our brain is wired to look at the things that we are thankful for, what happened during this year. So directly the next step becomes more easier. And then you can see like the joy starting to foster within that group. Because again, a lot of us, we face the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, we all know that, but there is nothing wrong in focusing on what are you grateful for? What are some of the good things that happen? And that alone creates a positive environment throughout the evening itself. And of course, the wine helps it.
So in Spanish, we translate Thanksgiving as acción de gracias, the action of gratitude. So I like to think about it this way, not just around the table of, saying prayers or blessing the table or saying what we're thankful for, but also we have the gift of being able to give thanks, right? Compared to other animals, and right, we humans have the ability to be grateful. So for us in my family, it's important to not only be grateful, but do things that are of service as well, which are rooted in being grateful. So those are the little things that we try to remember in the table. What are a few things that you're going to do to show that this gratitude? So, yeah.
To what Maddi said is, my dad was an over-the-road truck driver as a kid, and so he was often not home. But Thanksgiving was always a time that we always had off, and so we would I was always grateful that everyone had a space at the table. I would obviously help my mom starting at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving Day to start cooking everything and getting it ready for a lunchtime meal. But I was always grateful that everyone was at the table, everyone had that family time to spend together. Similar, we would also go around and talk about things that we're thankful for. But really just having everyone together is something that's really special that I hold here.